Indestructible Gaming. Select your character. Musket Shot. Mr. K. Let the battle begin. Get ready for a battle unknown. 3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome to Indestructible Gaming and More. I'm Musket Shot. Alongside me is my co-host, Mr. K. Mr. K, hello.
Welcome back, everyone, and hello to you, Mr. Musket Shot. That's not your name, but we just call you Musket Shot here.
Yes. I'm glad my name isn't really Musket Shot. That'd be kind of weird. So today, this episode, we're going to talk about the big game awards from 2022.
Yeah, Musket Shot didn't watch it in real time, but I did. But since he hasn't, we're gonna go through some of the trailers. Of course, we're just gonna talk about the games that either really talked to us or like got us interested, or some that were just interested, like got us excited.
Mhm.
If there's one that we don't like, we're mentioning that too. We're not going to go through every single game because there's like 70 here.
Yeah.
I don't remember it being this much at the Game Awards, but
It was so
time
good
does
that it
fly
went by
there.
so fast.
Yeah. But yeah, that's going to be our thoughts
All right.
on it. And it's probably going to be as long as a regular episode because we're going to be talking so much about so many different games. But
Yeah.
we're trying stuff that's different.
Yep. All right. So let's you won't hear the audio from the trailers and stuff like that. We're just gonna tell you what the game is afterwards, and after we've seen it and talk about it and say yay or nay pretty much on whether or not we want to try it out. Or
and then if you're interested, let us know if you want to see it.
All right.
Like an episode on it later on. When
Yeah,
it comes out, of
definitely.
course.
All right.
All
right, let's see this first trailer.
All right.
Okay, so the first one is a Batman game. Suicide Squad.
Yeah, for us it was Suicide Squad kills the Justice League or kill the Justice League.
Okay.
This was the Batman reveal trailer. This was Kevin Conroy's last performance before he passed recently.
Yeah. So
I guess now is a good time than ever to reveal that he was voicing Batman, of course.
Right. Yeah, and he did the voice for Batman in this whole game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That's good.
I don't know how often he's going to show up, but he's in the game.
Right.
So that's good.
So is there like an idea of what? I mean, based on the trailer, it seems like Batman is now, or supposedly in the trailer, killing people.
Yeah, so like apparently I don't remember. They shed some light on the story. I can't remember too much, but I think Brainiac's controlling each of the superheroes.
Okay.
And they become villains, and you play as the Suicide Squad to go and kill them or make them good again or something like that.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right. I mean, the
Pretty
graphics
cool.
look really good.
Yeah, the graphics look pretty nice, and from gameplay, I'm pretty interested in it.
Yeah.
Gameplay wasn't shown at the Game Awards; it was more of just a cinematic thing, but you can tell it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I hope it does well.
Yeah. It definitely looks good. So, I mean, I'd be interested in checking that out when it does come out.
These aren't in any order. Just letting you guys know, not in any order. We're just we got a list off of YouTube, and we're just using that.
Right. Yeah.
So if you're mad because you didn't go in order, well, oops.
All right. So that was that. I think that's a thumbs up for both of us, right?
Yeah, I'll put a thumbs up for that.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
liked it.
Yeah. All right. So let's take a look at the next one.
Yep.
All right. So Jedi Survivor, the next one. That looked pretty good.
I wasn't I liked the whole idea of taking the Star Wars game and turning it into like a Dark Souls-esque game, but
Hmm.
I'm terrible at Dark Souls games as is.
Yeah,
So when I played the first one, it wasn't really my cup of tea. So this is just kind of a meh
yeah,
for me. But in terms of how it looks and how much stuff they added from what it seems from the first game, it looks like it's promising.
yeah. I mean, it seems.
So for anyone
Mhm.
that played the first game and really loved it, they're eating up. It looks very good.
Hmm. Now, is this like a do you know if this is a sequel to the other one?
Yeah,
It is. Okay.
this is a sequel to I forgot the name of it,
Yeah.
but there's a first one of these, and yes, same guy,
Hmm.
except you know before you get the powers and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was Jedi Survivor. Just our quick thoughts.
Yeah. I think I probably would be sort of in between on this one. I don't know if I'd necessarily play it based on the trailer that I saw. It seems like a lot of like platforming, jumping stuff that I'm terrible at. So
That's what the first game was: jumping, platforming, and then Dark Souls fighting where you have to dodge at the right time and hit at the right time and find your openings. It
yeah,
makes sense to do within a Star Wars universe. It makes complete sense, but I
right,
just suck at those types of games, so I don't bother to actually attempt it anymore.
right. Yeah,
But maybe if it gets on Game Pass, maybe I'll give it a go.
yeah, yeah,
Just because I sucked at the first one, maybe they fixed it up and fine tuned it a little more, so
right.
anyone can try it. So
Yeah,
maybe I can give it a shot. I don't know.
sure.
We'll
Yeah,
see what time brings.
yeah, yeah. So Among Us Hide and Seek. This is like just an addition
Just
to the game, right?
yeah, just an update.
Okay.
Among Us hide and seek. Nothing really nothing really much to talk about there.
That right. Just an additional.
It's kind of in the title.
Yeah,
Hide and seek. I
but
don't know what
except
you
the
want.
person seeking you can kill you.
I mean, that's kind of already Among Us, but yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, hide and seek, Among Us.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I haven't played the
It's
game, so
already
I don't know
out.
much about it, but it didn't.
Imagine The Thing, the movie, except as a multiplayer online game.
Hmm.
That's
Okay.
pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
Find the odd one out, pretty
Right. Right.
much. There's other
Yeah.
things to it, but that's like the main premise.
Hmm.
But
Okay.
yeah. It's Among Us hide and seek.
Okay. Okay. Transformers reactivate.
Yeah. We don't really know too much about it. We just saw pretty much a just a cinematic thing with it.
Yeah.
Transformer got fixed. He's all fixed up. I can only guess it's Bumblebee, but
That's what it looked like. Yeah.
um
I think Bumblebee's
from
the one favorite Transformer that everybody wants to have, and it seems
yeah,
like every movie.
I mean, I don't know whether they could. It's probably a first person shooter if I had to guess.
Hmm.
I don't know how big this game is gonna be from a company I never heard from before.
Hmm.
So I don't know. That one's up in the air.
Yeah.
That one can just could be anything really.
Right. Yep.
For all we know, it could just turn to a tactics game.
Gonna be a turn based.
I mean, if you like Transformers, cool.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle about it. I mean, some parts of it can be cool. Sometimes parts are just okay.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I think I'm the same way. I'm kind of like, yeah, whatever.
Like, yeah, robot dinosaurs, kind of cool, but I really don't care if you're trying to go after this crystal or whatever. I just want to see robots fighting each other. I mean, what's this human relationship stuff going on about?
Yeah, I know the
mean,
movies, they've really changed it. Now it's
yeah.
like, so.
I know most of it is just robots fighting, but like not full out fighting. Like I know Optimus Prime gets like a sword or something like that, but I mean, I don't really recall him ever using it much.
Yeah, I wasn't like a gigantic Transformers fan,
No,
so I don't
same.
know. Yeah.
I'd probably like it's kind of the same with with Power Rangers. I'm not a huge Power Rangers
Right.
fan either.
Yeah.
But there are some stuff of it I do find kind of interesting or cool, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways.
Well, that was Transformers Reactivate.
Yes. And that's doesn't have a release date. It just got shown off.
Okay. Behemoth. At first when I saw that, I thought I was thinking I don't know what some game developer or game publisher.
That is a game developer. That's the people who make Castle Crashers.
Oh, okay. That's right. That's what I was thinking of. And I was like, okay, whatever. They did something new, but this is a game called Behemoth.
Yeah, seems like an action game, a first-person action game where you play as like I don't want to say Viking, but a person that has it's very strong from what it shows in the trailer. I can't say gameplay because in the beginning it says not actual gameplay, so I can't say for sure if that was gameplay or not. But in the trailer, he does look like he's able to pull down a whole tree with a singular rope, which does seem to be if that was gameplay and if you can do that, it does seem pretty fun. And the whole where it gets Behemoth is you fight giant creatures. Apparently, you fight behemoths pretty much.
Yeah,
and these are like Godzilla sized. I don't know how you even try to fight them, but
yeah.
But the fact that it said not actual footage, I don't know. It seems very what's the word? It's a little way over its head from what it shows. I don't know.
Yeah,
that ambitious.
Yeah.
That's the word. It's ambitious.
Yeah, like right away at the beginning of the trailer it says not actual footage of gameplay, and I'm like,
if
like what part of it is
like that
they showed us?
Yeah, if the gameplay looks like that, it's good. I mean,
right.
But the fact that it doesn't show real gameplay, I don't know how it's going to run. I don't know how well it's going to look.
Yeah.
I mean, the idea is cool. I'll give them that. But anything, I don't know. I'll just have to wait to see more.
Yeah, exactly. Interesting. Okay.
But yeah, interesting. You look into it. Maybe it might interest you too.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say don't skip this one. Just check it out.
Yeah. So if I'd have
my phone just made an Xbox. So if you just give me an Xbox message if it picked it up.
I'm on the fence on this one. So, okay, Dead Cells Return to Castlevania. Graphics look pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, Dead Cells. I recommend Dead Cells. It's on Game Pass at the moment.
Okay.
It's a roguelike. You go around, level your character up, get some new things, get better.
Is one of the characters 3 characters?
Yeah, it's the flaming head guy.
Flaming head guy. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, he's the main character of Dead Cells.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this isn't their only crossover. They've done a bunch. They've done Terraria. They've done what's the name? Hollow Knight. They've done a decent bunch. I haven't played too often, so it's not on the top of my head, but it is a good game. I recommend go checking it out.
Yeah.
Again, this isn't a huge thing. This is just only just an update, but that's still pretty cool that they got Konami to give them Castlevania characters and music. Right. At least for this trailer. I don't know if it's going to have the music in the game, but the fact that they got them for the trailer is pretty cool and pretty impressive since it's an indie dev.
Yeah. Yeah, it is pretty good looking.
So Death Stranding 2 is a thing. Something I expected to happen eventually, but Hideo Kojima did again. He struck back. And we have a second one.
Did you play the first one?
I started it, never finished it.
Okay.
And I bet the second one is just going to be as confusing, if not more, than the first.
Oh, okay.
But also, Tekken 8's a thing. So that's very exciting to look at.
Yeah, graphics were good.
Yeah, Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8 are very exciting games. We're going to talk about Street Fighter 6 at some point. I think it's on the list, if I remember correctly. But I can't.
Tekken 8 looked like it had like a kind of a storyline, though, more than just different,
Yeah, Tekken has a story, but it was until the later games they actually started implementing it's just like a full story.
Right. Yeah, instead of the P versus P beat 'em up stuff.
Yeah. And I'm really excited for Street Fighters because they also have a story, and you get to create your own custom character. And
Oh, that's cool.
from what people have used with the custom character, because it was like a closed beta, it's great. It's just look up Street Fighter 6 custom characters, and ooh, it's a treat. You can make some monsters in there.
Oh, cool.
And I cannot wait to see my little monster in a battle against Ryu. That's gonna be really funny to look at.
Yeah, you're really good at creating characters too. You've come up with some interesting ones over the years.
I do like creating characters. It's one of my favorite things in some games.
Mm-hmm.
I like it when they're in games and they give you a lot of options, like Saints Row or Soul Calibur even.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, you
So
had a ton for Soul
hopefully,
Calibur.
yeah, Soul Calibur is really fun to screw around with. Although they don't really update it too often. When they do, it's a DLC
Right.
in terms of customization stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So at some point, you can just get burned out and you can't really do too much more. But
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, that was Tekken 8 and Death Stranding 2.
Yeah.
Well, onto our next game we're going to talk about. So we just watched a cinematic for Diablo 4.
Yeah.
And
so, not real gameplay.
yeah. What did you think about it?
The cinematic is cool. I mean, I like the cinematic stuff, but I want to see gameplay too. So I get it. You know, it's all for a lot of show.
There is gameplay out. You can look up online, but
yeah,
from what is shown, I'm pretty interested. I never played a Diablo game, so it's weird that's the fourth one I'm gonna be playing. But I heard one of them is good too. I don't remember which one. I think it was 2.
Yeah, I've heard good things about them. Like you, I've never played them, so
it's like I want to try it.
Yeah.
But Diablo 4, pretty cool.
So the clip for the Mario movie they did during the Game Awards. The movie looks, at least what I've seen of the trailer and clips of it, looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks nice. I'm still not a huge fan of Chris Pratt playing Mario, but
yeah,
I mean, I'm just dealing with the cards I've been dealt now. I mean, it's all right. I mean, we could, yeah, sure, we can change Sonic's design from the first Sonic movie. I don't think I'm gonna be able to kick Chris Pratt out of Mario's chair.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty decent.
Yeah, it looks good. I like the references they did. I like the whole soundtrack is kind of booming Mario sounds and music. It's really nice.
Yeah, I like the fact that they use a lot of the sounds from the games and stuff like that, and the music. I think that's a smart idea.
I will say for Illumination, they do have a lot of good areas in their movies. Like they have a lot of good presentation.
Mm-hmm.
They do a good job with that.
Yeah, and just coming back from California, being at the Universal out there, the Super Nintendo World is going to be opening next year at the Universal in Hollywood. So a quick bit of it from up high and looks pretty interesting. So, yeah, they already have they have some of their merchandise stores open at the parks and City Walk area. So a lot of Mario Kart stuff if you're into that.
So next one is Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2.
Okay. Didn't even know there was a Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 1.
It's a pretty popular series.
Well, oblivious to this thing, I guess.
Yeah, I haven't really played much of them, but I know me, you, and my dad, my brother, played Vermintide at one point. That was a Warhammer game.
Yeah, right.
But that was pretty much all I played and all I known about. So, but it looks good. It looks interesting. If it got on Game Pass, I'd definitely give it a shot.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, I don't know if I'd buy it. Maybe on sale.
Mm-hmm.
It looks fun. It looks interesting.
Right.
It looks like a big crowd shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of along the lines of Dynasty Warriors or something.
Yeah.
just with Space Marines and
yeah, I was thinking that too.
shooting.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, interesting. Look it up if you want. If you sound interested, Space Marines, you kill bugs.
Yeah.
Kind of look like xenomorphs from Alien, but I don't know. It looks cool.
Yeah.
There's a lot here, so
All right. So Crash Team Rumble.
yeah, that one's pretty good. I mean, I have to wait to see more of it, but
Yeah.
from what we've seen, I mean, I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I mean
For all we know, it could be a free game. I might have to get like a battle pass or something like that. But
right, yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
at
know. I
first I thought
mean,
it was like a versus type game, but you said it's not. It's more looks like a team-based game almost.
yeah, it's more like a sports game, I guess. I mean,
Hmm.
you can fight the other characters, it seems, but I think it's not going to do much to them.
Right. Yeah.
It seems to just delay them from getting the objective done.
Hmm.
But I mean, I do like Crash Bandicoot, but I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how
Yeah.
that one turns out.
Right.
Who knows when it's releasing?
Yeah. Yep. All right. So we just watched Judas, which is it part of Bioshock?
No, it's from the people who made BioShock though.
Oh, okay.
So it could be really good. And from the looks like it's very creative, has a lot of weird stuff going on and makes the game look very cool in general.
Right. It's a space or fantasy type game.
Yeah, first person shooter. Actually one of the few that we've watched that have shown real good gameplay.
Yeah. 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 Some
Uh,
interesting characters with weapons and stuff like that too, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. If it's on Game Pass, I might consider picking it up whenever that is.
Right.
No release date was shown. So,
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, definitely look into Judas. I
Yeah, that looked
recommend
good.
it.
All right, so I just watched Hellboy Web of Weird. I guess, or Wired. I'm not sure what the
I
word.
think it's a little bit weird. I think you got that right.
Yeah, looks the animation's really different. It's
Yeah, it
more-
looks like a comic strip, and it looks
yeah,
pretty clean.
yeah, it did. It looked pretty clean. It was nice.
I mean, they didn't really show much for gameplay. Just showed him punching like a couple times, but
right.
what was shown, it looks pretty impressive.
Yeah,
And I'm excited to try it out.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think it would be interesting to play. Looks good. All right, so Street Fighter 6 coming out June of next year.
Yeah, I did say we'd come back to this at some point, talk about it. Here we are. But yeah, it looks really good. I'm really excited for it. They introduced some new characters, so that's really cool to see.
Right.
But they also showed for the single player some mini games that you can do. A bunch of them at that. A matter of that, basketball, making food,
Some karate stuff.
karate, just a bunch, and the customization from like I said earlier is just insane. So
Yeah, I like the mini games thrown in there. That's pretty neat. I like
yeah,
that.
it adds
It's a
some
good idea.
flavor to the
Yeah.
story and all that, and makes it helps you do some other stuff. Adds
Right.
character, and it's kind of reminds me of like Street Fighter 2, where you beat up the car.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's in there too, if I remember correctly. I think it was shown in the
Oh,
trailer.
really?
Yeah,
Oh, huh. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I like the mini games in there, and I think that's a good idea to add that and to give it a little different.
I mean the
Flavor.
fact that they done all that and even added different like layouts, controls, and ways they work, so you can. So if you don't, there's a mode that if you don't like how Street Fighter works, if you think it's too, I don't know, button inputty, you can change it so it's more simple. You can change the way you play it. I forgot what the actual official layouts are called, but it actually changes how it works.
Hmm.
The
That's cool.
gameplay stays the same, but it makes it easier for you in terms of how you play fighting games.
Right. That's cool.
So, yeah, I'm very interested to see which one is my style. I
Mhm.
feel like I'm gonna stray away from the original because I suck at Street Fighter.
Hmm.
Too many inputs to remember, and it's hard to play for me.
Yeah. But I'm not one that remembers any of that stuff. I just button mash and hope for the best. But It looks cool though. I like it.
Yeah, looks very interesting. I'm gonna pick it up.
All right, Meteor Maker.
Yeah, what seems like to be a PvP game where one person builds like a base and sets traps and everything while the other person tries to get through it and get to meet their maker.
Yeah, the trailer shows a lot of different attempts by the person trying to infiltrate the fortress.
Yeah, not gameplay, more cinematic, but there is
Hmm.
gameplay shown on
Yeah,
both sides of the game, making and going through the levels.
yeah,
So it seems like
yeah.
you can do a lot with making. So
Right.
I might try it. I might give it a shot.
Yeah, like you said, you wonder how much of it is like already built for you and how much of it you have to
Yeah,
build in.
I wonder how it's gonna work when you're actually in the game with someone.
Hmm.
Are they gonna have are they gonna have their base ready, or because it's gonna take some time to lay out all of the traps and all that.
Right.
So I don't know how that's gonna work, or maybe it's like a Mario Maker thing where they build the levels and they put it online and other people can you do it.
Hmm.
I'm not entirely sure, but
Hmm.
if it's a game that I can have fun with my friends playing, I'm definitely all down for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Looks interesting.
Yeah, seems pretty cool. Seems like a very game you can ruin some friendships with if you know what you're doing.
Okay, so crime boss Rocky City. It's
Seems
like a
like
who's who of people from Hollywood in this thing.
yeah, they have a very stat cast. It seems like a first person shooter where you play as a mafia crime boss, and I guess you're just trying to make your way through it, and you have a bunch of characters played by very good actors, especially Vanilla Ice. Man, I can't wait to see him.
And then you got Danny Glover in it, Kim Basinger, Danny
Danny
Trejo,
Trejo, and
um,
even Chuck Norris,
even
which
Chuck
is
Norris.
pretty
Yeah,
nuts.
that's awesome. Yeah, it definitely looks pretty good. And it's supposed to be based in the '90s in like
It looks
Florida.
interesting. I mean, if it comes to Game Pass, I'm more than willing to try it out.
Yeah,
I know I've been saying that for a lot of games, but
yeah,
it just seems like a good Game Pass game.
yeah,
Some games do well on Game Pass, even better than they would if they just sold normally.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. I wonder how much money they spent on just getting all these
Yeah, getting the
actors
actors alone, that's
for voicing and voice acting and stuff like that. It's probably pretty big, but yeah, it looks really
yeah.
good. That's a that's a thumbs up for me, I think.
Yeah, that's a I agree.
Okay, so party animals, kind of like gang beasts.
Yeah, yeah, I'd say Gang Beasts.
I mean, just with I guess
How
cute
they
animals.
walk, how they fight, and it's
Yeah,
just I mean, cool.
the trailer was pretty funny, but I watching it, and I'm like, okay, so this is basically gang beasts, but with cute animals, because you're basically doing the same thing in gang beasts. So
Yeah, it's not. I mean, there's weapons, but
right, right,
in I guess more environmental kills. But
yeah. I mean,
other than
it's
that,
probably going to be one of those games that hits Game Pass, and we'll probably play it
I
and
think
try
it
it
is
out. But
actually going. I think it is coming to Game Pass. If I
yeah,
remember it being, I remember it being announced
right,
during an Xbox event, and I think it was coming to Game Pass. So
yeah. I mean,
we'll give it a shot if it comes to Game Pass. But
right,
I
right,
probably won't touch it otherwise.
yeah, exactly. Well, the
It's
trailer's
just,
funny.
it's just another, clone. There's a lot of them.
Oh yeah, of course.
I mean, I'm not. It's not a bad thing. You can do something. You can imitate and put in your own style to make it unique. But
Right.
you're just gonna have to bear with people going, "Oh, that's just this," or
Yeah.
I mean, that's just how it works.
Yep.
But anyways,
So Hades 2 trailer looked. I like the animation in the game looks really good.
yeah, the animation in Hades is usually pretty good, but they don't really do that in the game. But
Hmm.
for the trailer, it looked really nice.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
the
mean,
animation of the game looks good as is, but
the gameplay looked pretty decent from what they showed. I think that was the gameplay, right?
yeah, they showed gameplay.
I mean that's what I'm talking about. That looked pretty good. So it
But
kind of looked cartoony, but I mean it was good. I liked it.
yeah, it's a good game. I recommend it. Anyone who hasn't tried Hades, go check it out.
Hmm.
I think it won Game of the Year. I think could be
Yeah.
wrong.
Man, it's a roguelike.
Yeah. But I highly recommend it. It's one of the good roguelikes.
Mm-hmm. Nightingale looks pretty interesting. Do you know much more about
It's
what the
it's
game is about?
a first person survival game. It seems like you can play on your own, but it also seems like you can play with people.
Mm-hmm.
But essentially, you go to different worlds, discover species, and find cards that let you go to different realms.
Okay.
And you build that with unique materials found in the world you are currently in. I don't know too much about it other than that, but
Well,
the cool thing is you can Nanny Poppins your way down a canyon, so that's cool.
Yeah. Yes, you use an umbrella.
For context, you can use umbrellas to glide across areas, it seems,
Yes.
and down giant rocks and stuff like that.
Yeah. It looks pretty interesting. Some of the characters and stuff in it, the main characters look pretty cool.
Yeah, I like the whole look to it, and the creatures are very cool and unique.
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing. I'm amazed now watching some of these trailers and how incredibly crisp and clear the animation is, and I mean it can almost be like a movie now. It's crazy now what they can do with the animation.
Yeah, it is it is pretty crazy. Well, actually, we that was pretty much all the ones that we were interested in. So,
Yeah, wasn't a lot. I mean,
yeah, it
the problem with this was that there was a lot of games that
didn't show
showed.
gameplay.
Yeah, they didn't show
just
gameplay. They showed cinematic stuff,
it
or
shows cool concepts that would be in cool wise in gameplay terms,
right.
but if you're not showing us gameplay, we don't know what we're gonna get at the end. Some of
Yeah,
them did. Some of them
yeah,
did, and when they did, they showed pretty good stuff most of the time.
yeah. I mean,
But
there's.
sometimes they also cut it off right before they got into anything interesting,
Mhm.
which is the annoying ones. But
Yeah, I mean,
was only a select few.
yeah. It's some of the gameplay was looked good in some of the games, but just wasn't jumping out at us, going, "Oh man, this looks really cool to play."
Yeah,
You
I
know,
hope.
you'd have to watch some of these yourself to see whether or not they're worth.
Yeah, this is
worth
all
it.
opinion based. I mean,
Yeah,
just because we don't find some of these interesting doesn't mean you won't. So
right. And
might as well watch the Game Awards this from 2022.
Mhm.
And see if you're interested in any of the games that we talked about or games that we haven't talked about.
Yeah,
Because there are
and,
like plenty of others that we have not talked about.
yeah, and it might be some of these games that we passed over tonight looking at this that we might play at some point down the road.
Yeah,
But
and
who knows?
yeah, and who knows how many of these games might actually become full episodes later on.
Right, exactly.
It really
Yep.
depends.
Yeah, but yeah, interesting.
What game are you most excited for from our list?
I'd have to probably say it's probably a toss up between maybe the Suicide Squad game
Yeah,
and the crime boss game.
I would say probably between Judas and Atomic Heart because I've seen gameplay of that outside of it. There was a trailer for Atomic Heart. We just didn't say anything about it. I'm very interested in it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
And that's coming on Game Pass, so.
Oh, all right. Cool.
But
yeah, those two were my, I think, tops.
an honorable mention to Street Fighter 6. I'm very excited for Street Fighter 6. I haven't It's very surprising how excited I am for that game because I never really been excited for a Street Fighter game.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my thing. I mean, the only one I was excited for is when they crossed over with Tekken and made
Right.
Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Yeah.
That was cool. But I mean, other than that, nothing really much.
Yeah. Right. Oh. Yeah. So should be
But yeah,
some
if you're
interesting games
interested-
coming out next
yeah,
year.
if you're interested in any of them, go check them out. And I guess we'll talk about next year's, or probably E3 is when you probably hear from us again in terms of awards or upcoming games in this batch
Mm-hmm. Right.
out at once.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
But,
Well, I think that's
well, I
all
hope
we
you
got.
enjoyed something. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed something a little different.
Yeah. Hopefully get something out of this in this episode. And we didn't do a game review, but it's not that we've stopped doing those. We're still playing a lot of games, and
Yeah,
we'll get back to
just
doing
taking our
those.
time with
And so just check back and see what our next game is.
And,
we haven't decided yet, I don't think either.
yeah. And heads up, if just in case any of you guys are listening to this, if you're a game developer and on Twitter or anywhere else and gets in touch with us, send us 2 keys instead of 1. It's happened multiple times where we just gone 1 instead of 2. We are 2 people. We, as much as we appreciate getting 1 Steam key, we have separate accounts.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll just make it easier for all of us if you just give us 2.
Yeah, true. Yep.
Might as well say here, we've been thinking about posting on Twitter and we just never gotten to it. So
Right.
might as well do it here now.
Yep. Yeah. We have
just in case it's not out by the time this goes out.
Right. Yeah, we're slowly building the YouTube channel also as well. So check out our YouTube channel. You'll see some of the interviews that we've done and a couple of gameplay things. So we'll get more on there as time goes on.
But that's it. I'll talk next time with our next episode.
Yep.
So hope you enjoyed. Stay indestructible, folks.
Yep. Have a good one.
Peace.
All right. Bye.
Game over.
Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you enjoyed the episode. We're on Facebook and Twitter, and if you go on our website with the same name, you can also find us on all the other kinds of stuff you can listen to us to. Anyways, hope you have a wonderful day, folks. Stay indestructible, and peace.